Lifeline presents Game by Lifeline. I'm your host, Lifeline, and I have Jen in the building. Jen, how you doing today?
I'm wonderful. Hi. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, no problem. I wanted to have you for a while because when you come in, you always have good things to say. So I want to pick your brain a little bit.
All right, wonderful.
All
Take it
right.
away.
Well, we have 6 questions here for you from Relationship Game. Relationship Game is a card game. It's a mixer, a couple, solo, but just adult conversation that sparks a good dialogue. All right. So for today, the first question is a blue card. It's a my mate card. It's responsible drinker. Someone who limits their amounts of drinks, trying not to get drunk or sloppy. Is it a must, B, preferred, C, conversation, or D, a deal breaker? Answer, then explain why you chose that answer.
All right. Well, I choose a must.
Okay.
Now, he has to be a responsible drinker, not to say that he can't drink or that I don't drink, but be responsible. Have it together. Don't make irresponsible decisions. Characters change. Um, there's a lot of things that come along with alcohol and sloppiness. Nobody wants to be with somebody that's sloppy. Um, you want to know that your partner has the same characteristics when under the influence and without. Because if there's somebody different while they're under the influence, there goes trust.
Mm,
Trust goes out the window. Um, because if they can't even maintain their character while under the influence, then who's to say they can maintain it when they aren't under the influence? You know, things can change. I just don't like change like that.
okay.
So I prefer it to be a must.
Okay. I got you. I got you. I feel the same. It's a must for me because right now you can put yourself in so many bad situations,
hmm
you know, getting drunk and just being sloppy. And as we older now, like, I've been sloppy and drunk many days as a youth, but
Yes.
at the age I am now, your license, your health, just driving and just putting yourself in bad position.
hmm
I want everybody to make it home safely. And if you be a responsible drinker, you'll have a better chance of doing that.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay, Jen. I got you. I got you. Okay, now we're gonna go to blank and why, which is a yellow card. Blank and why. I prefer blank over blank and why. A, intelligence, or B, affectionate. A, intelligence, or B, affectionate. Answer, then explain why you chose that answer.
Okay, so this one's kind of a hard one for me because intellectually, I love a good brain, a smart, well put together person. That is attractive for me. But affection is also right there, borderline. It's important to me because, you know, touch, feel, love, all of that stimulates the brain also. So having that affection can also trick the brain into feeling. Say the other word real quick.
Affectionate
And
and intelligence.
intelligent,
Yeah.
right? So when you have affection, your brain is stimulated. But when you have intelligence, your brain is also stimulated.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I would choose being smart over.
So you would choose being smart,
Yes, yes,
intelligence.
intelligence over affection. Yes.
Okay, okay. You had me confused a little bit.
I listen. I'm a confusing person. I get confused myself sometimes.
Okay. And me, you know, I'm like you. I think most people prefer somebody intelligent so you can have good conversations with, but I feel like I could get intelligence from somewhere else,
Mhm.
but it's just with the relationship I can't get affection from somewhere else.
Right.
So if you're my mate, you need to be affectionate.
Mhm.
So I don't desire that. I could read a book or do something else or have a conversation with a family member, friend, whoever,
Mhm.
and and get stimulated that way. But as far as affection, I can't go looking for that.
You have a good point. You have a really good point
Yeah, but
there.
everybody's different because we all said different.
Right.
My daughter, she said we disagreed on something, but her answer was so perfect for her.
Hmm.
She made it work for her.
Good.
All right. So now we're gonna go to a blue card, a my mate card. Sexual preference. Someone who is upfront about opposite or same sex encounters and desires. Is it a must? Is it B, preferred? Is it C, conversation? Or is it D, a deal breaker? Answer, then choose why you chose that answer.
I feel like it's a must-have conversation. Well, no, I would say it's a must.
It's a must?
It's a must.
Okay.
For me, it's a must. Now the reasoning behind it is because I'm very open-minded. I love to also pick someone's brain. Of course, I choose intellect over affection. So I want to know where you're at intellectually. Where are you? Do you have a preference? Do you have no preference? Are you where are you on the sexual scale? What is going to stimulate you mentally while we're being intimate? Um, I don't know any of this unless you have a conversation with me. So, those are important key factors for me.
I got you. I got you. I picked a must too because right now in today's society is everybody is it's called switch hitting. They doing a whole bunch of things.
Yes.
So I would like to know what you did before, I would really like to know what you're into after once we start the relationship. Like, what is your desires? Because if our desires is not aligned properly, it's gonna cause a problem on how we
Hmm.
move forward. So I'm with you. It's definitely a must. Okay. So now we go to blank and white question. We go to a yellow card. I prefer blank over blank and why. A, love, or B, commitment. A, love, or B, commitment. Answer, then explain why you chose that answer.
Okay, I would choose commitment over love. And that is
No, it don't matter. Just
okay. So commitment over love. Because commitment for me, if you can be committed to me, then that opens up the door for me to love you. If you show that you can be loyal, disciplined, and all of that, then that allows me to know that I can trust you, therefore I can love you. So the love will come with commitment, but I feel like I need to know that I'm a priority, you're committed to me, and I'm somebody that's important in your life. So if you can make that commitment, guess what? You got my love. But
I got
yeah.
you. I got you. So it's the same thing with me. Sometimes I want to be devil's advocate and have an opposite answer, but on these questions I don't. But it's commitment as well. And I love people and I wasn't faithful to them because I wasn't committed to them. I was committed to me. So
Exactly.
therefore, when I have commitment, first of all, I don't commit. I will commit to things I don't love, but usually it's lined up,
Hmm.
you know. So when you make that commitment, you go harder to do right by the situation.
Absolutely.
And when you love, when you step away from them, you're not as committed
Hmm.
if you're not a committed person.
Hmm.
Like I'm committed in your face, but behind your back, I'm committed to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I've loved
Hmm.
people dearly, and I still had. That's when I had issues with myself. So I'll get you on that answer. So is the my mate card is a blue card. It's possessive. A person demanding someone's total attention and love. Is it a must? A must. Is it B, preferred? C, conversation. D, a deal breaker. Answer, then explain why you chose that answer.
Okay, I would choose C, conversation.
Okay.
Now, the reason behind conversation is because if you don't talk about it, you can't fix it or you can't work with it. I don't know what I'm working with unless we have a conversation about it. Why are you acting this way? What is it that you want from me that is going to make you feel fulfilled? Therefore, after we have the conversation, we're at better standing with each other because now I know that it may not be possession. It just may be an over amount of wanting to love somebody or feel the need to be loved. So, perception is everything. If you perceive it as possession, then it can be a negative thing. But if you perceive it as love and a conversation, then you can open that up from something negative into something positive, which that's how I would perceive that question. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
So,
okay. And the funny thing, I was DC with it.
okay.
I was deal breaker conversation, or you could
Okay.
say CD with it.
Okay.
Conversation deal breaker. So I say CD with it. I'm conversation deal breaker and leaning more to deal breakers. I love attention.
Yes.
When you said the love part, I get it, but it's this thin line between love and possessive,
Right.
and that's the thing that I have a problem with. And I guess if they could be possessive with boundaries, but I don't know if they could do that. It's like you could want to always be around me, but when I can't, just don't feel no kind of
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I like to manipulate questions sometimes. So if I do that a little bit, yeah, it's because I allowed people to possess me in the past.
way.
I have a feeling towards it because I don't want to be possessed, but I want to be obsessed over. I mean, who wouldn't want somebody to be completely obsessed over you? But
Mm.
then when it comes time for it, don't be negative with it.
Yeah, and that's the
That's
whole
where
thing.
possession comes
See,
in.
that's why I'm more or less on deal breaker because I feel like depending on the conversation, because a possessive person, I think they passed the gun line.
Uh-huh.
You
Right.
passed the gun line, so it's more a deal breaker. But I will entertain a conversation, but
Mhm.
I'm probably having this conversation to move my way away from the situation.
See, I have a problem with falling into potential over pattern. Like, I got to pay attention to people's pattern over potential sometimes,
Mm,
you know?
okay,
And so,
okay, but it's the last question.
all right.
It's the sixth question.
All right.
And it's the bonus. So you can answer freely. There's no multiple choice. There's nothing. Just give a person just to speak freely of how they feel.
Okay.
This is the blank and white question. It's yellow card. I love it when my mate and I blank and why. Answer, then explain why you chose your answer. I love it when my mate and I, what's your blank?
I would say spend time together because as you get older, you stretch yourself so thin and you run around, you do a million things. Time starts to feel as if it starts to kind of slow down or run out. So the time that you do have together is important. And the reason why is because it makes you feel good. You can do anything together if spending time is important. So you can watch a movie, you can go on a walk, you can spend time with family, but you can't get time back. So it's valued when you get older. So time for me is important.
I dig that. I dig that. With me, it's cliche, but I love road trips.
Mm,
Yeah, road trips is
yeah.
big to me. Big to me. Road trips because it's just you and them, especially if you have phone discipline. Because the one who's driving can't be on their phone.
Right.
So if
Yeah.
the other person could do phone discipline and we figure out how to be in the moment,
Hmm.
like enjoy the music, even play relationship games. I
Right.
played it on road trips. We ask questions while we
Mhm.
driving and have great dialogue and become closer. And what road trips does is you expecting to once you get to your destination to have a good time.
Mhm.
So it's you and your partner against the world. Even the pit stops I do at the bathroom. or wherever you go is
The
y'all.
food,
The
everything
food,
on the
everything.
way.
So I believe it gives quality time, like you say,
Yeah.
and then it just gives you a overall look of how our expectations on the next destination.
See, and that's great because that's also spending time together,
Exactly.
So road trips, phenomenal. But like people don't think like they used to about road trips. It's
Exactly.
like when you were younger, you're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there, and you hop in the car and you take that long road trip. You play the license take the games that you play on the road, the food, all the fun. I appreciate that time. That's good time. You look back growing up and you think, man, those road trips were great. So when you get older, spending time with your partner on those road trips, even better. Yeah.
Exactly. So now we're gonna wrap it up. That was the 6 questions. I appreciate your honesty and your answers. Now, this is the little I ask everybody that's want to stay on the show. Like I pick a couple of different questions, and right now we in December. We about to wrap this year up. The question is it's like a two-part question. Is entitlement, relationship entitlement, is that a thing? And if it is, explain to me when you think there's a time frame before you start giving your mate certain things, or is there not a time frame?
Okay. So I believe some people come with a sense of entitlement. Depends on your background. What have you just come from? You know, what have you been through? Maybe somebody hasn't been through as much as you've been through and they don't feel as though they're entitled as much as you. But a lot of times pain can cause that or happiness can cause that. But entitlement, I feel you have to earn it. People come with it. But for me personally, you have to earn that with me. If I feel like you deserve, you're going to get the world because you deserve it. But to come with entitlement, don't come expecting if you don't think I'm going to come expecting. Two entitlements are, I mean, sometimes it can be a double negative. You know what I mean? People come off and it's almost like a negative attitude. And, what do you get with negativity? Negativity.
Yeah,
If you come with a positive attitude and an open mind, you're going to get positivity back and probably an open mind. So, I wouldn't say come with entitlement, but I believe it does happen.
no,
Yes,
okay,
quite often nowadays.
all
Hmm.
right. And do you have any entitlements that you feel like should be given, like the person should give you? And how soon do you feel like you should be entitled something when you start dating?
Now I know me, and I feel like I should come with some respect. But I think respect is earned, but also should be given. You know, that is my sense of entitlement. Like you need to respect me before we move further anywhere in life, because without respecting one another, you can't get an understanding for the other person.
I'm glad you said that because I answered this question with I interviewed my guy G, and I answered it. And when you was talking, we had similar things. I think people should earn stuff. I believe relationship entitlement is a thing,
Hmm.
because everybody have expectations, and sometimes we put our expectations on people, and sometimes they're not realistic.
Hmm.
But my entitlement that I feel like come through the door is honesty,
Yes.
because honesty and loyalty is big for me. But in the beginning, I at least need honesty.
Hmm.
I at least need that. Of course, honesty, respect, there's a lot of other things, but honesty, I need that because as I'm learning you, I want to learn the right you.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
I don't want to be manipulated into liking a person that you're not even
What you
come
think
close
you
to.
want me to be, then
Yeah,
I'm gonna be that,
yeah,
and then
so
it wears off.
yes, I don't do none of that. So I'm gonna wrap it up, Jen. I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me today.
All right, well, that's another episode of Game by Lifeline. We're gonna be on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. All right, thanks.